America is obsessed with fried chicken. Every year, we eat more than 9 billion chickens. That's around 27 chickens a year per person. It's the family dinner hero, the ultimate comfort food, and the one item that everyone agrees on. However, America cannot agree on what constitutes the ideal fried chicken, and not all chicken businesses are made equal. Some chefs create crispy, juicy tenders with the ideal seasoning that will make you close your eyes and enjoy every bite. Whether it's the Southern buttermilk classics, Nashville's fiery heat, Louisiana's Cajun spice, or California's modern fast casual. Others provide flavorless, dry calories that make you wonder why you didn't cook at home and make you reevaluate your life decisions. The iconic fried chicken from the top 12 most well-known chicken chains in America is being ranked from worst to excellent today. So click the like button, create a subscription, and be ready to have your chicken taste totally upended. Starting near the bottom is Golden Chick, a chain with over 230 restaurants throughout the South that is established in Texas. Golden Chick has been providing fried chicken for more than 50 years since it was established in 1967 in San Marcos, Texas. When fresh, their chicken has a light, crispy coating and delicate meat, making it good. The issue is that the quality of fresh parts varies significantly depending on the location and time of day, especially when contrasted with more spicy rivals like Dave's Hot Chicken or Popeyes. The flavor is so light as to be boring. Catfish and yeast rolls are available as menu extras at Golden Chick, although they frequently seem like afterthoughts rather than noteworthy dishes. Golden Chick, a chain that has spent 50 years perfecting chicken, feels stuck in neutral as the competition ramps up. Bringing Central American flavors to over 100 U.S. outlets, Pollo Campero comes in at number 11. Pollo Campero, which was established in Guatemala in 1971, serves fried chicken with a distinctive Latin flavor. In contrast to ordinary American fried chicken, their chicken is marinated for hours and cooked fresh every day, resulting in soft, tasty flesh with a unique spice blend. The difficulty is that most people will never experience what Pollo Campero has to offer because of its extremely distinct flavor profile, the fact that the Latin spices aren't for everyone, and its small U.S. footprint. Compared to the fried variants, the grilled options are less tasty but healthier. Despite its geographical availability and acquired taste, Pollo Campero remains near the bottom of a market dominated by Southern-style chicken, despite representing real international flavors. We share your surprise, but Church's Texas Chicken makes claim number 10. This is a difficult one because there is undoubtedly potential. Established by George W. Church Sr. in San Antonio in 1952, Church's boasts around 1,500 sites across the globe. Church's mainly competes on pricing, providing reasonably priced chicken that satisfies without breaking the wallet. When fresh, the spicy tenders are really spicy, and the honey butter biscuits are truly delicious. The issue is that the quality of the chicken is sacrificed in order to achieve the low prices. The meat may be rough or dry at times, whereas it may be succulent and soft at others. The chicken may taste greasy rather than crispy because the frying oil isn't always fresh. Compared to premium competition, the coating frequently lacks the depth of seasoning. Church's has a place in the market as inexpensive fried chicken, and it works well for feeding a family on a tight budget. However, you will have to pay premium pricing elsewhere if you want chicken of the highest caliber. Although Church's demonstrates the value of inexpensive chicken, its limited quality prevents it from competing with businesses that place a higher priority on ingredients than pricing. Shake Shack's Chick Shack comes in at number 9 for providing high-quality fast cuisine in a condensed manner. In Madison Square Park, Shake Shack began as a hot dog cart in 2001 before branching out into chicken with their famous Chick Shack sandwich. A crispy-coated, hormone-free chicken breast is served with lettuce, tomato, and shack sauce on a Chick Shack signature potato bun. The superior quality of the chicken, which is juicy, well-seasoned, and prepared to order with high-grade ingredients, justifies the higher price point. Everything feels thoughtfully designed rather than mass-produced, and the execution is consistently excellent throughout their more than 450 sites in the United States. Despite being a strong competitor in the burger industry, Shake Shack is ranked 9th because, well, they're not a chicken chain. Their Shack burger may be a contender for America's best burger, but they only serve sandwiches and nuggets of chicken. Unlike specialized chicken chains, they don't serve wings or regular fried chicken parts. Although Shake Shack is very good at what they do, they have a limited playbook when it comes to the chicken game. For a high-quality chicken sandwich, it's great. However, its limited selection of chicken and absence of classic fried chicken selections prevent it from competing with full-service chicken experts who have made fried chicken their specialty. At position 8, KFC's original recipe reflects the heritage and constraints of the fried chicken pioneer. Colonel Harlan Sanders established KFC in 1930 in Kentucky, and it used the well-known 11-spice recipe to build its fried chicken empire. KFC's original recipe chicken continues to deliver the unique flavor that made it famous at more than 400 locations across the United States. However, the truth is that KFC has changed. Chicken was freshly pressure-fried throughout the day and hand-breaded during the Colonel's time. Heat lamps and holding times, which can leave chicken sitting for hours, are major components of modern KFC. For efficiency, the original pressure frying method that gave KFC its distinctive texture was altered, frequently producing chicken that is less moist and crispy than the original. The issue is that quality control has been compromised by mass-scale over-ownership transitions in generations. While some KFC restaurants continue to serve chicken that tastes like a pale shell of its former glory, others still manage to deliver the crispy coating and succulent meat that made the fast food chain renowned. The sides frequently feel more like calorie filler than the high-quality accompaniments they previously were, and recent menu innovations are hit or miss. The original KFC recipe is still well-known and legendary. Although the blend of 11 herbs and spices remains, the Colonel's initial requirements for freshness and execution have been lowered. Though it's not the KFC that created the chicken empire, it's still KFC. Let's face it, half of you have probably never heard of Zaxby's chicken fingers, which claims number 7. Since its founding in Statesboro, Georgia, in 1990, Zaxby's has expanded to around 950 sites, the most of which are in the Midwest and Southeast. Zaxby's might as well not exist if you don't reside in Georgia, Alabama, or the neighboring states. However, their chicken fingers that are hand-breaded are quite delicious. The chicken is always juicy and delicious. Zaxby has a really good sauce game, with a crispy crust that keeps nicely. These aren't just generic sauces with different names. There's something for every heat preference, from mild Zax sauce to hot nuclear. The Texas toast sides and crinkle fries are above average and serve to enhance the chicken rather than merely take up room on your plate. Zaxby's is a good option for chicken tenders because of recent menu changes that have increased the freshness and spice levels. The issue is that their influence is significantly constrained by regional availability. If the majority of Americans cannot try you, you cannot claim to be the greatest chicken chain in America. Zaxby's is proof that geography may occasionally hold back delicious food. Although you probably can't access it where you live, they're doing excellent work that merits national recognition. With their Nashville-style heat that is sweeping the nation, Dave's Hot Chicken's hot chicken tenders come in at number 6. Established by friends in 2017 with a pop-up in a parking lot in East Hollywood, Dave's has grown to 329 locations around the United States and plans to continue expanding quickly. Customers can select their preferred level of heat with their hot chicken tenders' distinct spice levels, which range from no spice to Reaper. The chicken is delicious, crunchy, and appropriately seasoned with meaningfully high heat levels. You're going to perspire, and Reaper will push you to the edge. Many chains lack the emphasis that the simple menu, which emphasizes execution and spice, provides. Dave's has become a cultural phenomenon because to its visual appeal and social media hype. In addition to following the Nashville hot chicken craze, Dave's Hot Chicken is also making it better. Since their trademark heat-producing chicken oil combination is applied after frying, the spice infiltrates the flesh without burning while it cooks. Instead of only producing surface heat, this method produces layers of flavor. The menu balance, lack of grilled or nutritious sides, and the potential for service to deteriorate at high-demand locations as a result of their rapid expansion are the drawbacks. Dave's offers genuine Nashville-style chicken that rivals what you get in Music City. but the spice may also turn off consumers who like milder flavors. Southern comfort food done properly, Slim Chicken's hand-breaded tenders makes it into the top 5. Since its founding in Fayetteville, Arkansas in 2003, Slim Chickens has expanded to over 250 outlets throughout the Midwest and South. Their emphasis on southern sides and hand-breaded tenders results in a whole comfort food experience that extends beyond chicken. Instead of being pre-breaded and frozen like many competitors, the tenders are actually hand-breaded throughout the day. The chicken is actually made fresh in the kitchen, which results in a crispier and tastier coating than mass-produced substitutes. Their breading has a complex blend of seasonings. It's a sophisticated blend that complements the chicken without overpowering it, not just salt and pepper. With more than 17 varieties, the sauce variety is outstanding and includes unusual flavors like cayenne ranch as well as traditional honey mustard. However, Slim Chicken's Southern Sides game is what really makes them stand out. The fried pickles have just the right amount of sharpness, the mac and cheese is thick and creamy, and the coleslaw feels fresh rather than prepackaged. The dining experience is elevated above ordinary fast food thanks to spotless venues and powerful branding. The proportion of breading to chicken is ideal. A substantial amount of chicken with a coating that adds crunch without being overbearing. Slim Chickens demonstrates that it is possible to compete with larger chains that rely on mass manufacturing and shortcuts by producing comfort cuisine using fresh ingredients, appropriate technique, and high-quality sides. With their robust tastes that epitomize comfort cuisine from the Southeast, Bojangles Cajun-seasoned biscuit claims number 4. Bojangles was established in 1977 in Charlotte, North Carolina, and was named after the well-known tap dancer Bill Bojangles Robinson. This chain has some major moves, just like its namesake. With more than 830 outlets throughout the Southeast, Bojangles has developed an almost obsessive cult following. Because to their Cajun-seasoned chicken's strong flavor and lack of gimmicks, Bojangles breaks into the top 4. In addition to being sprinkled on top, the seasoning blend is incorporated into the flour and seeps into the chicken while it marinates, forming flavor layers that permeate the entire dish. The majority of places cook chicken from scratch rather than using frozen chicken, which significantly alters the texture and juiciness. For good cause, the well-known buttermilk biscuits are legendary. Every 20 minutes during the day, they are made from scratch, giving them the ideal fluffy, buttery feel that frozen dough cannot provide. With a distinctive form and seasoning that perfectly pairs with the chicken, potato rounds, their take on French fries, separate out from the competition. All-day breakfast service is a big lure, but what really draws customers in is the excellent execution. All of their advantages are combined in the Cajun-seasoned biscuit. Fresh biscuits, well-seasoned chicken, and that unique flavor profile that you won't find anyplace else. Through reliable execution and strong flavors, Bojangles earned their place in the top 4, demonstrating that regional chains can compete with national giants without sacrificing quality or character. Popeyes' Spicy Chicken Sandwich, which reinvented the chicken sandwich category with its Louisiana flavors, comes in at number 3. Established as Chicken on the Run in New Orleans in 1972, Popeyes' Louisiana Kitchen has expanded to 3,149 locations across the United States. Popeyes' Spicy Chicken Sandwich ignited the 2019 chicken sandwich wars and demonstrated that they could rival anyone on flavor alone. No one does Louisiana-style chicken better when they do it correctly. Instead than just adding heat, the spice blend in the Cajun-seasoned chicken adds complexity. You taste cayenne, paprika, garlic, and other spices that complement each other rather than compete with one another. The coating has real taste, not just crunch, and the chicken is moist and perfectly crispy. The pickles provide the ideal acidic contrast that balances the richness, and the brioche bun withstands the big chicken breast without becoming soggy. Rice and red beans aren't afterthoughts. They're real Louisiana fare that goes well with the chicken. Popeyes is his own worst adversary. Franchise locations may differ in quality, and service is frequently slower than those of rivals. However, when Popeyes does it well, the flavor-to-price ratio is great, and the Louisiana influence gives the chicken market a distinct flavor profile. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers comes in at number 2 thanks to its flawlessly simple execution. Todd Raising Cane's was founded in Baton Rouge in 1996, and by focusing on one thing very well, chicken fingers, it has expanded to 879 locations across the United States. Their small menu consists solely of freshly cooked chicken fingers that are hand-battered and served with coleslaw, Texas toast, crinkle fries, and their renowned cane sauce. The drive-through lines that circle buildings are evidence that America has realized what Louisiana had known all along, not simply marketing. With customers sharing their Cane's runs on social media and celebrities mentioning the chain by name, cane sauce has become a cultural phenomenon. Grand launches attract large crowds, much like music venues, and the latest forays into new areas generate real enthusiasm. Because the chicken is always hand-battered and freshly fried to order, the meat is always juicy and the coating is always crispy. Cane sauce is now considered a cult favorite. People buy it by the bottle because it's creamy, tangy, and irresistible. The simplicity is a strength that guarantees quality control rather than a drawback. Despite the limited menu focus, high customer satisfaction demonstrates that doing a few things well is preferable to doing many things mediocrely. Raising Cane has earned his latest popularity boom. America is now realizing what makes them unique now that they have mastered their recipe. Chick-fil-A's classic chicken sandwich comes in first place, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who knows that perfection doesn't have to be difficult. Established by Truett Cathy in 1946 in Hateville, Georgia, Chick-fil-A has expanded to more than 3,000 stores across the United States while retaining family ownership and a steady level of quality. Simple ingredients well prepared, the classic chicken sandwich consists of a hand-breaded chicken breast on a toasted buttered baguette with pickles. With a wonderfully seasoned, crispy coating that never feels greasy, the chicken is consistently moist and tender. Standard frying cannot match the texture produced by the pressure cooking approach. The breakfast menu is substantial and of good quality, and the fresh waffle fries are always delicious. In addition to being bread, the toasted buttered bun is the ideal vehicle for adding richness without overpowering the chicken. The acidity from those two pickle chips is just right to balance the richness and clear your palate in between mouthful. It's simplicity wrapped in mathematical precision. Consistency is what makes Chick-fil-A unique. Whether you are in California or Georgia, you receive the same excellent experience. Compared to other chains, the ingredients are held to higher standards, the facilities are clean and well managed, and the customer service is truly exceptional. The original chicken sandwich demonstrates that you don't need gimmicks or complexity when you master the fundamentals: high-quality chicken, appropriate flavor, and faultless execution. The simplest solution, done better than anyone else, might sometimes be the best one. That's it. The best-tasting chicken chain in America is Chick-fil-A's original chicken sandwich. This rating demonstrates that consistency and quality are still more important than marketing or gimmicks, as evidenced by the flawless simplicity at the top and the uneven execution at the bottom. Fresh products, appropriate cooking methods, and dependable execution are given precedence over glitzy innovations in the greatest chains. What are your thoughts? Was your preferred chain robbed, or do you think Chick-fil-A should be at the top? Tell me in the comments below. For more food rankings that resolve arguments you weren't aware you needed resolved, remember to like and subscribe.